they've been good. 8 wins in their last 10 games. This team looks to grow even stronger with another statement win here tonight. Pacers, Heat, up next, right after this. It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Last season, Bam Adebayo signed that 5-year max extension, the richest contract in Miami Heat franchise history. He said of this team, they're going to push you no matter what. Whether you've got $160 million or you've got 1.5, we all get treated the same, and that's what I love about this organization. Kevin?
Good story. Hard work does pay off, David. Thank you so much. And a chance here to check out some stats for Miles Turner.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
So with Lowry on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Out in the wings for them, Hero and Butler. Adebayo is the pivot with Tucker playing the 4. And it's Oladipo in at the point guard position. And for Indiana, the guard pair are Brogdon and LeVert. Turner and Sabonis playing inside. And it's Duarte in at the small forward position. It'll be the Heat off the tip. And here's Tucker. Oladipo outside. The pass to Hero. Now here's Adebayo. He feeds it to Butler. Tries from 7. 16 feet away. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist by Butler.
I'll tell you, that's a pretty pass from Jimmy Butler, and you've got to have special vision to make it.
Brogdon kicks to Turner. It's LeVert on the wing. Brogdon outside. 6 to shoot. There's the 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Hero with it. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Butler finds Adebayo. Good ball movement here by the Heat. A wide open look here for Oladipo. From outside, off the mark. Brogdon looking it over. Pass to LeVert. Outside Turner. It's Brogdon on the wing. LeVert from outside. Offensive rebound. Here's Duarte. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
What a read from Domantas Sabonis. This guy's passing ability and vision is special.
Outside Butler. Now Hero. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. The pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room.
That's a really good job by Tucker reading the defense, just carving out some space from mid-range.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Brogdon the pass to Turner. Now here's LeVert. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. To the wing on the left. Here's Duarte. A miss that time would have put him up.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
And Bam Adebayo, picked 14th in the 2017 draft, has made huge improvements throughout his career. The guy is a hard worker.
Pass to LeVert. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
This is a good scorer who's got size and athleticism. Caris LeVert is not going to struggle to throw it down.
Outside Butler. Pass to Oladipo. Dishes to Tucker. Shoots over Turner. Tucker can't get it to go. And Coach Spoelstra says that Adebayo continues to put in the work to improve.
And Kevin, you see it in his game every year. Never takes a summer off. Comes back each fall with a new wrinkle to his repertoire. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Oladipo dishes to Butler. Drills it from outside.
Boy, this play is perfectly in sync. Butler gets just the space he needs.
LeVert the pass to Sabonis. And the pass to Brogdon. Poked away. Here's Butler. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. There's Hero with the 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
And you can get a real sense that Victor Oladipo loves sharing the wealth. What a nice look.
Brogdon outside. Pass to Duarte. There's the feed to Turner. And here's LeVert. 6 on the shot clock. Right at the free throw line. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Stolen by LeVert. Here's Duarte. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Miles Turner has the length and athleticism that should have the attention of the defense, guys.
We talk about the best shot blockers in the NBA, Doris. The conversation might start with Miles Turner.
Well, there is no doubt. This guy at 6'11" is so active, moves so well laterally. This guy led the league in blocks. He normally is top 5, and he's got a reputation now around the league. Guys are starting to get a little shy when they hear his footsteps.
That free throw good from Turner.
And Kevin, when we talk about new age bigs in the NBA, one of the first I think of is Miles Turner. Here's a guy who has led the league in blocks, but can also stretch the floor.
Both free throws good from Turner. In 2018-19, not only did Turner lead the NBA in swats, he also shot almost 40%, Greg, on his threes.
And you go back just like 10 years ago, you'd never think we'd see players with the skill set of Turner. But this is how the game has evolved. And guys like Turner are just so valuable for teams to have.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Indiana's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Brogdon kicks to Sabonis. Now here's LeVert. He's covered by Hero. And here's LeVert.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Here's Oladipo, and finished off by Oladipo.
Wow, the handle of Victor Oladipo is fantastic. Uses that to get right through the defense.
Brogdon with it. And there's the drive. Kicks it to Turner. Knocked away. Stolen by Tucker. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, a little bit of a high wire act there from Hero. Getting elevated, giving them a dose of energy on that alley-oop.
And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Indiana. Heat also with a sub. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Now Brogdon. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Inside. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Boy, you can really see the playmaking evolving. When Caris LeVert is hitting wide-open teammates, it shows how special he can be.
Passes it to Hero. Here's Dedmon. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
It's LeVert with the drive. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
That's all about the quick first step of Caris LeVert. He gets to the rack in no time.
Oladipo dishes to Butler. Feeds it to Dedmon. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Lamb, he's checked in for the Pacers. T.J. McConnell comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. Robinson's checked in for the Heat. Kyle Lowry comes in for Victor Oladipo. Pacers trail by 4. Pass to Sabonis. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the Pacers now. Robinson kicks to Lowry. There's the drive. The Pacers pull it in. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
Shot clock at 5. Shot from 12. Here's Lamb. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Looking at Miami, they want to turn it around after the loss to Cleveland. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Well, gentlemen, you know the expression, go big or go home. Jimmy Butler attacking with ferocity.
Pacers trail by 6. Now, here's McConnell. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Here's Warren, and it's Warren with the jam.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Here's Robinson. The Pacers making the shot. Double team on Adebayo. And the basket by Lowry.
Well, a trifecta from Kyle Lowry. This guy gets great lift on his jump shot.
For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Now the pass to Lamb. Back to McConnell. Pass to Duarte. To the middle. Here's Lamb. Kept alive. Misses in close.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Outside Robinson. And that one hits back iron. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for Indiana. They trail by 7. And McConnell gets it to go.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Here is Lowry. Boy, he just disappeared against Cleveland. They needed him. Adebayo passes to Butler. Duarte grabs the board.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That is his first foul of the game. Pacers trail by 4. McConnell scanning the floor. He feeds it to Warren. Over Dedmon, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
When T.J. Warren is being aggressive, good things tend to happen. Puts the defense in a tough spot there.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Heat.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
As something else they've done right from the get-go tonight is run. So much of their offense coming on the fast break.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Warren. Something T.J. Warren has to his credit, Greg, is one of the more storied honors a basketball player can earn. ACC Player of the Year award.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of Hall of Famers who've won that prize. To set yourself apart like Warren did in one of the toughest conferences in college basketball, that just shows the depth of talent this man has always possessed.
Now, here is Lowry. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Break against Morris. Out of bounds, Miami takes possession. Miami's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. The drive by Lowry. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Passes it to McConnell. 13 feet away. That one, no good. Now the Heat take it the other way. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
Here's McConnell following the basket by Markieff Morris. Warren, good.
Well, just great recognition. Rise and fire and catch and shoot. T.J. Warren says, I can do that.
Strus passes to Lowry. With the drive. Clock at 6. Pass to Morris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
What a story from Markieff Morris. Taken exactly 1 pick before his twin brother Marcus back in 2011.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Down low, here's Warren, and it's Warren with the jam.
Well, T.J. Warren finishes with authority. We'll give you a salute, sir.
The Heat with the lead. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Back to Lowry. Shot clock at 6. Morris kicks to Lowry. Driving inside. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Lowry's got 5 points so far.
How about the vision of Markieff Morris? Hits the open man, has a good feel for the game. Boy, this guy can do a lot of things.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Heat. They lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. You know, Greg, when you think about Jimmy Butler, it sure seems like he was born to wear a Miami Heat jersey, as he says.
I'm so fortunate to be able to work with and for an organization like this one. And then, man, I got some incredible teammates, like for real. Some really good ones that love coming in to work every day and busting their tail, knowing that good things are going to come from it.
And Butler, Greg, in his previous stops, sometimes at odds with teammates or whoever else, but that was not the case in Miami.
Well, he played with Dwayne Wade in Chicago, and Wade, a Heat legend, played matchmaker, telling both sides this is where Jimmy needs to be.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Heat, they've got Lowry. E.J. Tucker is out there with Duncan Robinson. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Strus in at the 2. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. After their trip to the NBA Finals in 2020, the Miami Heat is looking to get back to that championship round. Jimmy Butler says, we know what we're capable of. We want to get back to the finals. We can get back there. I like our chances against anybody, honestly. Nobody intimidates us. Kevin?
What a great attitude. They've shown they can compete at the highest level, David. Thank you. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Jeremy Lamb.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
McConnell against Lowry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. T.J. Warren picks one up.
Well, he may not have the physical tools that some other players have, but Kyle Lowry is physical, he's imposing his will, and he will take some contact.
The Heat have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Free throw drops for Kyle Lowry. Greg, you're a former player, and now the father of a young NBA star. What's it like to see the next generation of NBA talent move into the league?
Oh, it's an incredible feeling because we all feel like we're a part of this NBA family. And to see the stars we have today, the character they have, the way they approach the game, man, this is the best time ever to be an NBA fan. And maybe we don't talk enough about what a great teammate Lowry is. Passionate, he leads by example, and always vocal.
Here he goes. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
When Lowry won gold in 2016, the U.S. team coaches had very high praise.
Yeah, you can call him their unsung hero, the best team player out of anybody. This guy shows emotion, and guys feed off his energy.
Brogdon has got the ball here for the Pacers. 6-point game. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. Here's Turner driving to the basket. Brissett, that shot off. The Heat go the other way with it. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
The Heat making a switch here. Heroes checked in. Pacers trail by 6. And here's LeVert. He's coming off a 25-point game against Atlanta.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy is a playmaker, was a driving force for that offense.
To the paint, here's Tucker. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Tucker's got the lead up to 8 now for the Heat.
Well, that's just superb coordination and balance right there. Tucker's hard to move once he gets the ball inside.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. It's LeVert with the drive. Here's Turner. No good, unable to end this run.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And finished off by Oladipo.
We know Oladipo is one of the quickest guys in the game. He is devastating on the drive.
Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Brogdon against Morris. It's stolen by Morris. Now here's Oladipo. He's guarded closely. Good D by Brogdon. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Pacers trail by 10. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
And Miami making a change here. Butler's checked in. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Brogdon the pass to LeVert. Clock at 6. Out to the right wing. Here's Brissett. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Hero with it. He's got 5. And there's the pass to Tucker. From deep. Hero, no good. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. LeVert the pass to Turner. Takes the 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
LeVert the pass to Brissett. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got 4 rebounds in this game. Butler against LeVert. From 13. It's rebounded by Indiana. Craig's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Brogdon the pass to LeVert. Latrey. Rebound by Butler. Miami leading by 9. He takes it in. That one goes in. Strus has got 5 points now this quarter.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Now Brogdon. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Pass to LeVert. Back to Brogdon. 5 to shoot. From past the arc. The Pacers keeping it going. A new 14-second clock. Butler feeling it out a bit. There's the dish to Tucker. Morris against Craig. Pacers with the rebound. Craig's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now here's Brogdon. Tight defense on him. Brissett's shot is good.
If you want to talk about an NBA player who has poise and vision, that's Malcolm Brogdon doing work with the pass. That is nicely done.
Now Hero. He's got 5. Butler passes to Strus. Passes to Hero. To the inside. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Pacers. Trailing here by 8. Rebounded by Tucker.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Pass to Strus. It's deflected.
Well, that's about the long reach of Caris LeVert on the defensive end, swatting away an opportunity.
Hero, no good. And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Heat making a switch here. Pacers trail by 8. Here's Brogdon. The pass to LeVert. Back to Brogdon. Pass to LeVert. Poked loose. It's stolen by Morris. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And the Pacers with possession here. Sabonis, the pass to Brogdon. Back to Sabonis. Here's Duarte. Second shot opportunity. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Sabonis.
Boy, that could have been an empty possession, but Sabonis hustle on the glass, turns it into a couple of points.
Pass to Butler. The feed now to Morris to stop the drought. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
He's showing off a polished skill set, is Markieff Morris. Didn't get him the bucket, but earned a trip to the stripe.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Free throw good for Morris.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And some changes here for the Pacers. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Turner. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Caris LeVert. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Brogdon. Robinson's checked in for the Heat. And Morris drops them both. Pacers trail by 8. McConnell kicks to Sabonis. He dishes it to Lamb. And the wide open shot from Warren misses the 3.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
first one falls for him. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Markieff Morris. Robinson hits them both. And the NBA dress code introduced back in 2005. Now, player attire straying a bit from business casual. Does that bother you, Greg?
You know, it doesn't bother me because that's where we are as a society. But, man, I can tell you, when I first came in the league, you get fined if you didn't wear dress socks with your suit. So we have come a long way in terms of the evolution of fashion. And you know what? I'm not one for stopping progress.
Miami leading by 10. Outside Lowry. He kicks to Butler. And that one goes long. And it's Warren with the ball for the Pacers. A second chance effort. And McConnell with the lay-in. McConnell's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Robinson misses.
And a lot can be said about Domantas Sabonis' scoring ability. But everything else he does, he also excels at. Also a terrific passer for a big man.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. You know, when you think about the other areas where Sabonis stands out, rebounding has to come to mind as well.
Yeah, and Kevin, he's a guy who fights for possessions, not going to overwhelm you athletically, but he knows his team relies on him to be a force on the glass, so he's never afraid to get physical to win those battles. And after averaging just 6 points per game as a rookie, Domantas Sabonis was moved by the Thunder to the Pacers.
Yeah, think about it. He was the key part of the trade sending Paul George to Oklahoma City. And all Domantas has done since that deal, guys, improve his game. He has become one of the elite skilled bigs in the league. He's been named to a couple All-Star games. This guy has proved to be a great value for the Pacers.
Pacers trail by 9. And here's McConnell. He has 5. Warren, the pass to Sabonis. No good on that one. Great D that time from Adebayo. Here's Robinson. It's rebounded by Indiana. McConnell with it. 1:32 left in the first half of the game. Duarte shot good.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
Miami leading by 6. Lowry passes to Butler. Back to Lowry. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, Kyle Lowry, one of the big names in free agency last summer, made his mind up pretty quickly and wanted to go to Miami. With his competitive nature, he should be a terrific fit with the culture the Heat have built.
The first one falls.
Boy, when I think of Kyle Lowry as an NBA player, obviously the basketball skill is what has put him into this position. But it's also, guys, sort of the tough-minded nature, his willingness to put his body on the line nightly. They have both been critical aspects to his success. What a joy to watch this guy. And you know what we call him now? NBA champion.
And Kyle Lowry drops them both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Pass to Warren. Shoots the three. Kept alive by Indiana.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
Dedmon kicks to Lowry. Robinson passes to Adebayo. Butler in the corner. Back to Adebayo. And that one, good. Adebayo's got his second bucket of the night.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching.
McConnell passes to Warren. We got 22 seconds left in the first half. 5 on the clock. Sabonis, no good.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
Now Butler. Inside. Lowry finds Robinson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Robinson's got the lead up to 13 now for Miami. And so it's Miami looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyle, a good first half for you all. How do you continue that for the rest of the game?
We got to come out with our energy. We got to come out and play our game and keep going out there and pushing. Our defense and everybody's rotating, so we're playing together right now.
We'll see if you stay connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. They did lead by as many as 7 points in the first period. The second quarter got a lot more exciting for them as they were putting up big numbers and find themselves way out in front here at the half. Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
Ball movement was a real factor. They played unselfishly with patience. The guys got shots in their favorite spots. When you get those high percentage looks, good things tend to happen.
Kenny, what did you think about Indiana?
They didn't shoot the ball very well, and that's because they didn't have any flow on offense. I'd expect the coaching staff to make some adjustments in the locker room. They need to draw up some plays to get a good offensive rhythm.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Kyle Lowry has just been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The guard pair are Brogdon and LeVert. Turner and Sabonis playing inside. And it's Duarte in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And it's LeVert missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for Indiana. 15-point game. There's the pass to LeVert. Shoots over Hero. It's hauled in by Hero. Hero's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Lowry. Good ball movement here by Miami. Sabonis against Adebayo. Nice D from Sabonis. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Good evening, Kevin. Malcolm Brogdon has become a Pacers stalwart. He said, "I fit the identity of this team as an underdog that overperforms and proves people wrong. I've been asked to be the leader of this team. I lead with my voice and by example. I'll be fearless on the court so that my teammates can follow." Kevin?
I love what he's about, David. Thank you. There's Hero with the three. Sinks the triple. Hero's got 8 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Brogdon the pass to LeVert. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. The shot no good by Duarte.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
And he recovers it. Tucker can't get it to go. Pacers trail by 18. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. The shot's good. He has 6.
After an ugly 0-for-4 to start the half, they get one to fall.
The Heat leading by 16. Oladipo outside. Passes it to Hero. Outside Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. Duarte grabs the board. Duarte's got his 4th rebound in this one. Rebound by the Heat. Butler's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's sent back by Turner.
I'll tell you, you love the attitude of Miles Turner. No one is getting off these shots when he's nearby. No one.
A nice shot by LeVert.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Pass to Hero. Here's Butler. And here's Tucker. Turner covering. Sabonis with the steal. To the middle. Outside Turner. The pass to Brogdon. LeVert with it. With the teardrop. The shot, no good.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Pass to Butler. Now, here's Adebayo. LeVert defending. Double team on Adebayo. Bounce pass, Butler. The fadeaway. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Pacers trail by 14. Passes it to LeVert. Shoots over Hero, and it comes off the front of the rim. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Sabonis with the ball. Now defended by Adebayo. Here's Duarte. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got 3 assists now in this one. And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
And Indiana making a change here. Brissett's checked in. Here's Oladipo. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Outside Butler. Pass to Tucker. Trying to end the drought. Cranes the three-pointer. Tucker's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I know he's not the most efficient long-range shooter, but Tucker hits enough of those to space out the defense.
down low. Here's Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's Oladipo. Good, nice job down low. Oladipo's got 6.
Well, there's a certain aggressiveness and assertiveness with which Victor Oladipo approaches the game. That's a pretty play through contact.
And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for the Pacers. Down by 15. Greg, you were just talking about Oladipo. He holds a very high standard for himself.
He's trying to reach another level every year. Wants to keep growing, making everything more consistent. And it's possible we still haven't seen the best of him yet.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
And what can't Adebayo do? I mean, gets the tough rebounds, scores the tough baskets, and then makes the right pass.
And here are the Pacers now. Brogdon outside. Passes it to LeVert. Looking to get back on track here. Misses off the left iron.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And the pass to LeVert. And Adebayo sends it back.
And a menace defensively. Adebayo with the swat. He's an all-defensive team member for a reason. I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Now here's LeVert. He's covered by Hero. Sabonis kicks to LeVert. Pass to Brogdon. He's looking for Sabonis and finds him. Can they get it? And it's good on the way in. 10 points for Sabonis.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Here's Hero. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. In Malcolm Brogdon, Doris, we've got a player who's won more than his share of individual accolades.
Right, think about it. In college, he was the first player to win both the ACC Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year awards, and then topped it off by winning Rookie of the Year back in 2017. Not a bad resume, guys.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Sabonis. Torrey Craig comes in for Turner. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Karis LeVert. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Brogdon. And McConnell gets it to go. McConnell's got 7.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
That's tipped. And here comes the break. Here's Brissett. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Pacers trail by 19. Now, here's McConnell. He has 7. Dedmon with the block. Adebayo with the ball. He's picked up by Lamb. Dedmon passes to Adebayo. Robinson for 3. It's hauled in by Warren.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line. Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Oladipo outside. Robinson on the wing. He gets stolen by Lamb. And McConnell gets it to go. McConnell's got 4 points this quarter.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Butler on the wing. Craig defending. 6 to shoot. Here's Dedmon. Goes back up. He lays it in. And the Heat lead by 16.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Craig, Dedmon with the block, and they get it back. Robinson against Lamb. Robinson goes in.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Indiana's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. No good from Lamb.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And Oladipo kicks to Dedmon. No good with the triple. And stolen by Butler. Puts it up for Adebayo. Here's Warren. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Miami leading by 16. Oladipo taking his time here. 1:25 left in the third quarter. Lays it up off the glass.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Passes to Brissett. Back to McConnell. Pass to Brissett. Here's Craig. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Miami's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Oladipo, the pass to Adebayo. The kick out to Oladipo. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 6th assist on the night.
Well, how about the ability to work off the basketball for a point guard? Victor Oladipo in the catch and shoot. Okay.
Pacers trail by 21. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Oladipo against McConnell. The pass to Dedmon. Tries it from 9. Brissett grabs the miss.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
So both teams changing it up here. Pacer shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Warren, the pass, Duarte. Here's Lamb, guarded by Oladipo. Pass to Brissett. Offline with his 3. Just 3 on the clock, and finished off by Oladipo.
An effective, clever scorer. That's all we can say about Victor Oladipo. This guy gets to his spots and gets himself going.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Heat out front, just dominating this one. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, it's all about physical. It's all about physical. Make sure we're running back. Touch somebody.
Pleading for his team, Greg, to be more physical and aggressive.
Something we hear often from Coach Carlisle, urging his team to play tough and physical.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. They've got Robinson. Bam Adebayo is out there with Dwayne Dedmon. Then there's Lowry. And it's Oladipo in at the shooting guard position.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Lowry passes to Adebayo. Outside Lowry. In the corner, it's Robinson. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And the Heat lead by 21.
Mate never misses a chance to drop a dime. As usual, Lowry one step ahead of everyone, setting up the bucket. Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
And so Lowry will bring it up for Miami. Dishes it to Oladipo. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
McConnell against Lowry. Pass to Duarte. Kicks it to Warren. To the paint. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. McConnell against Lowry. Pass to Dedmon. Lowry against McConnell. And it's Lowry penetrating. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
You know, didn't need two hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Oladipo, the pass to Lowry. Floats it up for Adebayo. Stolen by Warren. Here's Lamb, and Lamb slams it home.
Boy, nobody between him and the basket on the break, and the pass was right where it needed to be.
The Heat leading by 18. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Oladipo for 3. The Pacers pull it in. Lamb's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's stolen by Oladipo. Here's Lowry. No good on the shot. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Here's Duarte. He's guarded by Adebayo. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. Some changes for Indiana. Sabonis, he's checked in for Warren. Karis LeVert comes in for Jeremy Lamb. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Then for the Heat, P.J. Tucker comes in for Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Tyler Hero in for Duncan Robinson. Here's Brogdon. Inside, here's Duarte. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Butler, he's checked in for Miami. Lowry against Brogdon. Outside Butler. And the shot goes down.
Boy, Butler took a pretty good hit there, but has the strength and the coordination to finish it. That's pretty.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Brogdon kicks to LeVert. Banked in off the glass.
Boy, that's just about strength right there. Karis LeVert just simply refuses to be denied.
The Heat leading by 16. Lowry drives in. He gets it in there.
Don't you just love that mindset there? Stay one step ahead of the defense the whole time. Great approach.
The Pacers have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Here's LeVert. And Adebayo sends it back. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. Miami on defense. Brogdon the pass to LeVert. Clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. No good from outside. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Here's LeVert. Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players. Where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin, and I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth.
Pacers trail by 20. Brogdon kicks to Turner, and there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That'll be his second foul of the game. On defense, Miami. And here's LeVert. Shot left block, and Turner with the basket on the assist by LeVert. LeVert's got assist number 5 here tonight. Outside Lowry. The pass to Hero. Drives to the hoop. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
After taking some time to find his rhythm, he's been unstoppable since the break.
And so it's Brogdon with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Pass to LeVert. Unloads. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And boy, you can see his struggles from the field, and I think it's really starting to get to him.
But it's almost a sure thing when Kyle Lowry decides to drive hard to the cup. What a tremendous finisher on the move.
Here's Brogdon. Down low. Here's Duarte. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 4 assists in the game. Passes it to Butler. And he drives in. Here's Duarte. The shot by Brogdon wide open. No good on the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Hero passes to Adebayo. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Indiana. Here's Duarte. Tries again. And Turner finishes inside.
Well, there's a level of commitment that Miles Turner is showing on the glass right now. Goes hard to get rebounds and get an opportunity for the putback.
Butler in the corner. Cans it from downtown. Butler's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Greg, with recent legal results, more opportunities now for compensation for college athletes. Do you like it?
I do. I mean, there's enough money going around. I don't have a problem with the athletes getting a share, especially with the amount of time and effort and energy they have to commit
Let's take care of the guys. Let them enjoy the collegiate experience.
And they pick up 2.
The way Warren controls his body is truly impressive. He's got the frame to absorb it.
Oladipo against Brogdon. And Oladipo kicks to Adebayo. Outside Butler. From 13, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And the Heat lead by 21. Timeout called the Pacers.
And really, hard to find more intense players than Jimmy Butler. This guy is 100% focused on winning at all times. One of the ultimate competitors in our league.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, Bam Adebayo.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'd lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He showed leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. Pass to Brogdon. Into the lane. That shot off the mark. Miami leading by 21. Here's Tucker. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assists. And with Butler and his intensity, Greg, it's a perfect fit for him in Miami.
And yeah, it can rub some players the wrong way, but it goes hand in hand with the culture here. Hard to imagine Butler on a team other than Miami.
Over in the corner, Warren. Buries it from three-point range. Warren's got 20.
Wow, if T.J. Warren makes threes with consistency, it will unlock every other aspect of his game, and that's significant, guys.
Outside Butler. Oladipo for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Warren's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Duarte. Now the pass to Sabonis. It's stolen by Oladipo. Outside Butler. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. T.J. Warren picks one up.
Boy, with his power and explosiveness, when Butler gets inside, it's typically a bucket, a trip to the line, or sometimes worse, both.
All right, Greg, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you think right now has the best backcourt in the NBA?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, so many terrific backcourts to choose from. You know, Phoenix has got to be in that conversation with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. But I'll tell you what, with the Splash Brothers healthy and back at it, it's just hard to beat that combination.
Free throw, good Butler.
Let's remember that Jimmy Butler was the final pick of the first round back in 2011. I don't think he's forgotten the fact, guys. He plays with a giant chip on his shoulder.
No good on the second free throw. Pacers trail by 21. To the inside, Sabonis, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
Well, Sabonis able to finish on the interior. That's pretty.
Oladipo against Brogdon. To the middle, here's Robinson. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Heat lead by 21.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Stolen by Tucker.
Well, getting in the lane and making your presence known is crucial part of the defense for these guys.
And slam dunk by Butler.
Well, I'll tell you this. Jimmy Butler has got some power in his finishing ability. That's pretty.
Indiana's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Brogdon finds LeVert. Looking to end his cold spell, Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. Butler's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside, Robinson knocks down the 3 ball. Robinson's got 7 points for the quarter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Will it go? Tries from 10. Rebounded by Tucker. Miami's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Miami.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad. And one of the league's truly special talents making his mark once again. Another great performance
for Bam Adebayo.
Boy, his defense is what stood out to me. There was a no-fly zone around this guy all night. He contested every shot in his area and sent a few back.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Oladipo against Brogdon. Oladipo outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Butler from outside. The rebound by Brogdon. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Victor, you have worked your way back from a lot of injuries. Have those challenges made you stronger as a player?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, it just make me play better basketball. You know, doing a great job picking my spots and using my teammates to help myself and using my ability to help my teammates. So just go out there and play the game and trust my instincts.
Well, it's great to see you back on the court, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.